Remember the $190 billion that the government just handed out to public schools during the pandemic? Turns out many schools took that cash and blew it on staff focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion, known, as DEI. The Heritage Foundation found that nearly half of school districts with at least 15,000 students have a chief diversity officer, and interestingly, in those districts, minority students suffered greater learning loss than in the districts without that role. We can't say one caused the other, but there is certainly a correlation that cannot be ignored. Joining us now, former DEI director at De Anza College, Dr. Tabia Lee. Dr. Lee, fantastic to see you. Does this surprise you at all?
No, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest. And in fact, it really is so disappointing. As a lifelong educator, what these chief diversity officers have done in so many schools across the nation with this focus on so-called systemic racism and this encouragement for us to adopt lowered and different standards for minoritized students is really a tragedy. They're undermining and destroying the motivation of our students and our teachers alike. And it's just wrong what's happening. I taught English for many years, and I'm willing to wager if you all took a randomized group of students from any province in China and compared their performance on an English language proficiency exam to students from any American state, you would see the Chinese students outperform American students. And that's because of the pedagogies.
Doctor, it's not just that some students are performing worse with the presence of these chief diversity officers, but there's a longer term effect too, because the reason they're not learning, I would submit, is because they feel like there's something that's giving them a pass. In other words, you shouldn't have to work hard if you belong to a certain group. And to me, that's the really insidious piece of all this potentially. Your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it's absolutely, something that's problematic for so many reasons. And that's why I mentioned that focus on pedagogy. Having a different pedagogy in use for your minoritized students is just toxic. Instead of, our American students learning about shades of meaning, they're learning about shades of skin. Instead of learning about signal words and how it improves your organization of writing, they're learning about virtue signaling to a critical social justice ideology. Instead of learning about pronoun use and grammatical structure of the English language, they're learning about gender identity pronouns in elementary schools. And this is just wrong. It's time for accountability to be had, and parents need to start speaking up to their school boards and calling for an elimination of these chief diversity officer positions. They have no place in schools. They haven't improved the performance of our minoritized students. In fact, they've worsened the performance of all students. And it's time for these corrupted teacher agencies and corrupted teacher unions and, these politicians to put a commitment to student achievement above their commitment to ideological activism.
Dr. Tabia Lee, keep speaking. Please keep coming back here. It was great to see you as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Guess what, corporate America? No one cares about your political views.
A new poll shows 60% of Americans think companies shouldn't take a stance on current events in politics. Joining us now, former Levi Strauss brand president and Levi's Unbuttoned author, Jennifer Say. Jennifer, we're so glad you're with us. I look at this survey and I think, yeah, that sounds like me. I really, really, really wish these organizations would just focus on the thing I actually care about, which is the stuff they make and how well it works.
Yeah, much like your previous guest, Tabia, was saying, schools need to focus on student achievement. Companies need to focus on product excellence. That's it. Product excellence and unifying marketing, and leave the ideology out of it. You're leaving, for a large brand, we could talk about Bud Light, we could talk about Target. These are big, giant companies and brands that need to access a wide swath of consumers. Do you really want out of the gate to just offend half of them?
Right.
I mean, it's just bad business. And so I think, Bud Light has been the warning across the bow. No one wants that to happen. And so I think larger companies, bigger brands are going to start getting back to normie capitalism, great product, unifying marketing. I think they need to deliver the business results.
So I'm going to move on, Jennifer, because this is our favorite story of the day. First, it was bare minimum Mondays, and then it was quiet quitting. But now we can say hello to Gen Z's latest attempt to normalize lazy. It's called the snail girl trend, throwing the millennial coined term girl boss completely out of the window. Gen Z women are now looking to work at a snail. I'm going to use my Valley Girl voice, at a snail's pace. I can't believe this.
Yeah. Let me just say, I always hated the whole girl boss thing because it felt more like branding. It was this you go girl feminism of the 90s. And you know what? I was a girl boss. I did it by doing a good job, not by walking around and saying I was a girl boss. I did it by delivering great product, great marketing. That's more important. Get back to work. And look, I have no problem with saying I don't want to work 110 hours a week. That's crazy. I want some balance. But this borders on snail girl, on absolute, as you point out, Daggett, just laziness. Come on, if you want to get ahead, if you want to achieve something, it's not even about money. It's about pride of ownership, pride of your work. Work hard and do a good job. And I think these young folks are going to be really disappointed because their snail's pace work is not going to get them what they want in the world.
No, I don't mean to keep talking over Brian, but we're having
I'm a snail.
We're having a lady chat. But what are they gonna do? Go to lunch and get a manicure? I cannot even wrap my head around wanting to spend your time that way.
Yeah, well, and they want nice things. Let's be clear. They don't want to give up, potentially getting promoted, getting the corner office. They don't want to give any of that up. They want nice things, but they want to not do the work. And the quiet quitting has been happening. I mean, I certainly observed it as a manager with everybody working from home, during COVID. Everybody said, we're working really hard. No, you're not. I could tell who was working and who wasn't. And so, I get it. People want balance. Look, I want balance. I had 4 kids while holding a high-level job. I was really lucky. I had a stay-at-home husband who really helped a lot with the kids. But balance happens over a lifetime, not necessarily in every moment, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think these young people are going to be disappointed with what they're able to achieve and the standard of living they're able to deliver for themselves.
You can aspire higher than a snail in life, Dagan, right?
Yes. Snails are disgusting, first. And by the way, if you're that lazy, it just means that you're a dipstick and you're just lucky to have a job.
Isn't working hard one of the great doing something great? Isn't that one of the great prides? I mean, I'm proud I've worked hard to write a book and make a film and do, stuff in the corporate world. I don't understand it. You just want to lay around and get your nails done.
No, I don't get it. That's what retirement's for.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I'll be working till I'm 90. Jennifer Say, great to see you. Thank you so much. Sorry to talk over Brian, but...
No. There are no snails here. I just want to be clear. No snails here.
Yeah. Jennifer, thank you so much.